And abortion access was also on the ballot in 5 states. Voters in California, Michigan, and Vermont approved measures to enshrine abortion rights into their state constitutions, while voters in Kentucky defeated a measure to restrict abortion rights, and another referendum in Montana has yet to be called. So far, at least 14 states have seized nearly all abortion services since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Senior national policy reporter Anne Flaherty joins me live now for more on this. And good morning to you. The measure defeated in Kentucky aimed to exclude abortion access from its constitution. So how significant is this defeat?
So, Diane, I think this is a huge wake-up call to the anti-abortion movement. This was a big night for people supporting abortion rights. In a deep red state like Kentucky, rejecting this ballot measure suggests that people are still willing to vote Republican. Inflation, crime, and economy still drive the end of the day. But if you put these ballot measures up to voters, what we're seeing is that a majority of voters do support abortion rights. So that's going to raise questions about whether or not the anti-abortion movement needs to change its approach here, and it's likely going to embolden abortion rights advocates to put more of these measures on state ballots.
Now, Montana's measure is a little bit different. It seeks to define an embryo or a fetus as a legal person. So what do we know about that measure and where it stands right now?
So ABC has not called that. It's too close at this point. It is one of the ones that we are watching. I think at the end of the day, abortion definitely juiced out this issue, juiced turnout for many voters. Montana, it's a little less clear.
Now, California, Michigan, and Vermont, they're all blue states that already supported abortion. So is it that significant for them to now put abortion rights into their constitutions?
So California and Vermont, that was to be expected. Those tend to be more liberal states. They now become safe havens for abortion rights. I think the one that was most interesting was Michigan. And there's no doubt that putting this measure on the ballot, putting that up to voters, really did juice out turnout for the governor there, Governor Whitmer. She's, an incumbent Democrat who was really facing headwinds in an election where the president is not popular, inflation was record high, and she won the election. So she's projected to win. So I think that there's no doubt that abortion was on voters' minds. We saw that it was about 60% of voters in Michigan supported abortion rights. We also saw that in Pennsylvania, even where it wasn't on the ballot, that helped to increase turnout. So definitely a talker and an issue there.
And exit polling suggests that abortion was one of the top 2 issues for voters in these midterms. So what does that do for these movements going forward?
It's a remarkable thing to see because abortion has always been number 5, number 6, very far down the list. What struck me was that you had really red states like Ohio and Texas, where a majority of voters in these exit polls were saying, we think that there should be legal rights to abortion. It didn't change those states. It didn't flip them. But at the same time, it shows these two sides that this is where voters are. And I think we're going to be talking in coming days about whether or not the GOP is going to try to realign themselves more with what we were seeing in the polls last night.
All right. Anne Flaherty, we appreciate it as always. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.